Hey gorgeous star signs, welcome to my channel. This is TC, your guiding chariot. Welcome to the round of November readings. These are going to be for all the signs, sun, moon, and rising. Going to be an interesting November. We've got lots of things going on in Scorpio. I'm filming this on the 31st of October, so happy Halloween, everyone. I hope you enjoyed it. Probably be November 1st when all of these go up. So I hope you had a great Halloween. But this is also the day Mercury goes retrograde in Scorpio. We have Venus in Scorpio. Mars joins Venus in Scorpio later on in November. So lots of things going on in this house. So it would be, very wise to know where Scorpio is for you, where it is in your chart. Because wherever that is, there's a whole bunch of transformation, a whole bunch of growth and changes going on. As I've been filming some of the videos so far, some of the readings, there's a lot of growth and a lot of level up and a lot of new beginnings for everyone. So amazing readings. I hope you enjoy yours. As always, these are general, so take them how they resonate. Don't try to force any of the messages. You may resonate with all the decks, you may resonate with one of them. Just take what applies, leave the rest on the table. It's all good. And as always, please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell to join our little family. Just supports the channel. I'm glad to have you here. Thank you so much. Let's get into your reading. Hey, my lovely Taurus. Welcome to your November Spirit Message reading. This is TC, your guiding chariot. This is going to be for Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Let's get into it. All right. Oh, didn't take any time. Oh, you got two. All right. Let's do one more shuffle, see if anyone else comes out. So I was just going to say hi, but hey, Taurus. You guys can't wait, can you? All right, Taurus, what is going on? Look at those lovelies. Inner peace, higher thought. Lots of light, lots of openings, lots of portals for the two of you. Let's move this guy out of the way. All right, so November, bringing you some balance, bringing you some, I almost want to say there's going to be a elevation of your perception of things, right? Especially with this higher thought, thinking of things from, not necessarily bigger picture, but it feels like it's a leveled up way to see things. I almost want to say there's going to be a little more compassion in there as well. Which isn't something I would normally necessarily pick up off of these cards, but I feel like almost like whatever lens you're looking at the world through, you find a little more balance and you find a little more inner peace and comfort within your position, within your seat of being, within your, mind, body, and soul. And it allows for this higher thought. It allows for you this space to be comfortable and open, and it does feel like it brings a little more compassion into your just understanding of things. And I don't want you to think that means you're not compassionate now, but there's just this higher aspect of it that gets brought into your world. Like, we'll see what comes out in the other cards, but I feel like you're reading, like, what I'm getting here is really, it's less about you and your growth, but looking at these, it's like you find some peace and you find some new inner stability, or like an inner safe space. And the impact it has on you shifts how you impact those around you. Like, that's where this higher thought is really benefiting the people around you. It's like you're interacting differently. Your words and how you speak will be different. What you're communicating is going to be different. And you're going to have a much different impact on the people around you. Like, I almost wonder if you may be thinking of others more, Taurus. And again, I'm not saying you're selfish, but it's like the focus this month feels like you are thinking a little bit more about the collective, or the people around you, the people you interact with, the people that, And it feels like these are people you see often, whether these are like people you work with every day, whether these are people that, oh, look, we had some flip in there. We're going to take those. These are family members, co-workers. Like, these are people that you interact with on a regular basis. Which is, I mean, this is great. Like, you see these people all the time, so of course you're having an impact. Of course you're affecting them. But it just feels like you really are being focused and guided to support those around you, right? So first card out was release. To me, this has more to do with the inner peace. Like, you've released something, that I almost wonder if you were hurt by something, you were betrayed by someone, maybe you felt gypped or cheated out of something, and that maybe put you on the defensive. Maybe that made you always concerned with, like, what's that phrase? Always concerned with number one, speaking of yourself, like, I mean, yeah, I'll be nice, but like, trust and believe, like, I'm going to protect myself first no matter what. I almost feel like this release card is popping up because you kind of open up and you kind of realize that whatever it was that hurt you is gone. You don't have to carry that scar. You don't have to keep looking at that scar. You also don't have to let that scar shape how you interact. And then the next two cards out that were flipped over, I'm going to show you them together. You got attraction and boundaries. So I think this is interesting, and they actually came up this way, like attraction was first and then boundaries. To me, I think this attraction, because of this release, it does attract people to you. And this doesn't necessarily feel romantic. It could be, for sure. But I think this higher thought, this new way that you are choosing to behave, interact, communicate, take it as it resonates, more people essentially kind of get your buy-in. More people, feel drawn to you or feel more comfortable around you, with you, speaking with you, trusting you. And it brings more people closer together. It brings more trust and faith in your motives, in your speech, in your intentions. And I think it's because you yourself have healthier boundaries. Before, when you felt wounded and hurt, that wall either was thick or it was far out. Like, there you had a big personal bubble. I think when you release and maybe you see that, people aren't really out to get you. People aren't there to like steal things from you or take anything from you. Like, you don't have to be so panicky. You can be a little more vulnerable. I think you end up having much healthier boundaries. And I think this attraction really shows that to you. Like, you kind of get this evidence, like, oh my God, yeah. Like, I don't have to be so guarded, or I don't have to be, I was going to say cold, and it like, I want to say cold because it feels like you might have been on the defensive about something. And again, this could be with work, this could be with a partner, this could be with family. Again, take it as it resonates, apply it where it makes sense. And for some of you, that may not have been the case. You may just have a breakthrough moment that just shows you a different way to be. And then from there, you still reap this same attraction, and have these healthy boundaries. But it feels like you kind of reach a moment where you can be a little vulnerable, and it's okay. And because of that, more people are kind of drawn to you, your message, and you have a much deeper and more powerful, more meaningful impact on, again, the people that you interact with on the daily. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. I'm going to talk about these before we pull some more. Right out the gate. 10 of Swords. This is that release. This is that final ending, completion with that old way, that pain, that betrayal, that hurt. Couldn't have been a better card to come out. This is that ending. You finally had enough. You finally are done with this chapter, with this storyline, with this narrative that keeps you stuck, keeps you back. Why? Because here you are with this 9 of Pentacles. You know what you're capable of. You know how powerful you are, how strong you are. Not that you were never not this person, right? But it's like now you're fully aware of it. And even with this healthy boundary card, it's kind of like you kind of know you're safe. You know it's okay. So now you're like ready to like pop out of your little safety well there. Right? It's like, It's okay. Like, you're safe, you're strong, you're powerful, you're capable. It's okay to kind of emerge. It's okay to be seen and to step out. Why? Because you know your value. It may even be this knowledge of like knowing that maybe, maybe if there was a betrayal somehow, this is you finally knowing like, you know what, that wasn't me. There was someone manipulating the situation. Like maybe something happened between you and another person, and how it played out, it was like maybe like, I don't know, someone looked like the victim, someone looked like the villain, but I almost want to say like you either let that go, regardless what role you played. I kind of almost want to say this is also an understanding that you didn't do anything wrong. Like, you didn't do anything wrong. Like, even if you ended up playing the villain role, no, that's not even the right word. If you ended up being perceived in the villain role, it may have been like, this is the awareness like that, but that wasn't because of what I did. Like, there was like this third person who like was spreading a rumor or manipulated the situation and made it seem like the victim suffered by my hand when it wasn't even me. It was this other person. Like, it was the person pulling the strings. Like, to me, this is about kind of emerging out of this like safety wall that you've built, because it was like, well, shit, someone lied, someone hurt me, someone tried to get me, someone tried to betray me. I can't trust none of these hoes, But this is getting to the point where you kind of realize, like, okay, it doesn't have to be like this. I don't have to behave in this manner. I can be different. I can rise above this. I can be vulnerable again. I can be open again. Oh, this feels really nice. I really like this feeling. All right. Okay. Let's see what else we got. What other messages do we have for Taurus? All right. You guys gonna come out? No? Okay. Oh, no, there you came out. All right, that was a whole bunch. Okay. Okay. We're just gonna tackle them in order, I guess. Actually, here, we'll go from the bottom. All right. Love this. 8 of Pentacles. This is my Do You card. Because it is. That's really what it's about. This is your mind your own business card. Again, do you. You already know who you are, what you want to do, how you need to do it. Do you. Again, don't worry about this old story. Don't worry about this old person who did whatever they did. This is do you. Work on your craft. Work on your skills. Use your talents. Just do you. Do what you need to do. Haha, 2 of Wands. Again, this is about setting intentions. What do you want to do? How do you want to be seen? What do you want to accomplish? Perfect card to come out with the 8 of Pentacles. Woo! Getting spicy. 2 of Cups. So for some of you, I don't think this is actually for everyone, but this 2 of Cups, some of you, this happened in a relationship. Some of you, this is releasing an old love that doesn't serve you. This is about releasing some old romantic storyline that keeps you, it could even be keeping you in an old relationship that now it's time to finally call it quits. Like, I can't be with you anymore. I don't want to be with you anymore. This isn't healthy for me. Or, this isn't fulfilling. I'm not happy here. Like, this isn't all right. So this may be releasing an old love. And I feel like for those of you this resonates, I don't even think you're with this person anymore. I'm over here pointing to this card. You can't even see me. I'm like off the screen. But I feel like for those of you that resonated, I don't even think you're with this person anymore. This is someone you let go a long time ago, or let you go, but you're still, like, emotionally, you're still connected to them. You still kind of replay this. You still think about what happened. Why did it have to be like this? I think this month, for those of you that resonates, you finally get that final closure, whether you actually get closure and like maybe you give back their stuff, or you have that final conversation and end it. Or you just reach a point where you're okay. Like, you can lose that emotional cord. You can cut it and be all right with it. That opens up some new love, some new romance, possibly with a fire sign. We've got the King of Wands here. But again, that's a card of passion. This is also very charismatic energy. We talked about that attraction. You stepping into your power. And again, it just makes you a magnet. Queen of Pentacles, this is you. Here you are, Taurus. Also as the Magician, again, exercising your will, having control over the elements, having the ability to bend the universe to literally to your will in the way you want, having control of all these elements. Seven of Wands. So again, this to me is in contrast to this Nine of Pentacles, right? So in the Seven of Wands, you're walking into, I don't want to say necessarily hostile territory, but it may be unfamiliar, it may be a little uncomfortable. There may be some people who look at you with a certain perception, but again, I want you walking into that environment fully knowing your Nine of Pentacles, fully knowing your value and your worth. Because right after that, here we have this Page of Wands. This is this new beginning, this fresh start. This is what's sitting right in the middle. This is a new way. This is a new way to be, a new way to operate and to function. So yes, you may be walking into a situation that feels different or feels, it might feel a little uncomfortable. You may feel like there are people looking at you like ready to like, meh. Don't let that stop you. Don't let that make you afraid. Because again, you also have this King of Fire, this magnetism, this attraction, this charismatic air. Again, your natural energy here with the Queen of Pentacles, this abundant, creative, powerful force of nature, very well manifested, very stable, very grounded. And then the Magician, this power to just exercise what you wish and to affect the change you want to see. So again, you're walking in very elevated and very heightened with this new understanding. And I think what you're going to do this month is change the perception of these people. Instead of them looking at you as a foreigner, as an outcast, I think you build much better relationships this month. There may be some fixing, right? Because again, we've got this boundaries, because there may be other people with boundaries because of old actions or what played out before, you know? But I think you shift a lot of perceptions this month. And people really get to see maybe like a different side of you. Again, it feels like you get to be a little more vulnerable, and you learn that it's okay, and you learn that it's safe. Because maybe it didn't feel safe, because again, this old storyline may have painted you as the villain. Like, that's kind of what I want to say. Like, I feel like something happened, and either some of you maybe made decisions and actually did play the villain role, or it just was portrayed that way. Like, someone had to be the villain, and someone decided it was going to be you. And they spun the story so it did look like you. You know, and this is, you finally get closure and be like, nope, I didn't do anything wrong. I made the right decision, or I made the best decision I could with the information I had. You know, and maybe in retrospect I could have done things differently, but I didn't have that understanding then. You know, but I have it now. Again, higher thought. You've gone through things and you're learning. Look at that. 44, returning home. Returning home, coming back to a place that's safe. As a prompt read, transition, life between lifetimes, loving welcome. Look at that. Creating a space that feels safe. It feels like home. Like I told you, you're going to be changing people's perceptions. If people see you one way, you're about to shift all of that. You're about to change their minds. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I love it. Oh, here, let's turn that upside down so you can see it. But yes, it does feel like you're creating this safe space, creating a place, one that feels like home. So again, you feel comfortable at home. You can let your guard down. You can be vulnerable and open, and it be okay. So big thing for this month, what does home feel like? I really want you to think about that. What does home feel like? How do you feel in the space you would call home? And then I want you to focus on creating that feeling around you, whether it's at work, if it's with friends, it's with family, it's with your new partner. Create that sense of feeling wherever you go. That is going to help shift this perception. Like, Spirit is really helping to support you to get to this place where you can shift that. Because you no longer have to play that storyline anymore. Alright, my lovely Taurus. I'm going to let you go and I'm going to close on that note. Beautiful. Literally, this is your homecoming. Oh, makes me happy. Alright, my lovelies. I'm going to let you go. Wishing you the best. I love you guys. Thank you so much. As always, if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, join our little family. If you want to connect with me, share anything with me, how this resonated, what's going on, even if you just want to ask me a question, feel free to hit me up in the comment section down below. You can DM me privately on Instagram at The Guiding Chariot. And if you ever want to book a private session with me, all that info will be in the description box. You can also just DM me. It's all good. That's probably the best way because I'll see it the fastest. But until then, wishing you the best. I love you guys, and I'll see you in your next video. Bye.